Hello and welcome to Flight Basics. My name is Drax and today I'm going to be looking at aim, loadouts and reverse maneuvering, so please stay tuned. Here we are in the VR, the starting place of all great pilots. Here we're going to load out our ESF as if we'd be going out to fight other aircraft. I'm going to show you what I use on my aircraft. And we're going to start with equipping the main nose gun. And that's either going to be the Needler, the Sauron or the Mustang depending on faction. I'm also going to equip the threat detection optics, which aren't bad in air-to-air situations. Then we'll look at the utility slot, which in a dogfighting world will always be fire suppression. Then you have the choice of auto repair or stealth, and as a newer pilot I would choose stealth. For the performance slot we're always going to be going with the hover stability airframe, allowing easier handling and reverse maneuvering. Then we'll choose the quick recharge fuel tanks, which are perfect for dodging and in this case performing maneuvers repeatedly. So then we can spawn. Next we'll take a look at my settings and keybindings. I run a 1600 DPI mouse with an in-game flight sensitivity of 0.520, but nearly every pilot in this game has a different sensitivity and you've got to find one that works for you. Make sure you have the raw mouse input box ticked. Mouse acceleration is horrible in an FPS game and this would benefit you in infantry play as well. I have changed the exit vehicle to numpad 0 or insert to avoid jumping out by accident. I've also made the E button throttle down and the S button throttle analog. Analog slows the aircraft much quicker and I use it a lot, whereas down slows it gradually and allows you to land. I have also set the pitch up and down buttons to the side mouse buttons, but I don't use them that much, generally just using the mouse. Now, since nothing moves in VR, when testing your aim, I advise moving around your target to see how accurate you can be. Try to keep the projectiles landing in the center of your target. This will help you in real world battles. You can also fine tune your aim by firing at infantry targets. This can be helpful before going out to fight other air, because infantry targets are much smaller, and generally I can do this before I go out air to air play, and it can help a bit maybe if I've just got onto the game. So do that for a while and see how you feel, and try figure out what sensitivity works for you, and then after you've got your aim good enough, we'll go on to maneuvering. Now I've added the keyboard in the corner of the screen there so you can see what I'm doing, but basically I'm pressing, as I'm flying along, I'm holding the S button, pushing the aircraft's nose down to get resistance, then turning it, bringing it back towards me until the thrusters are facing downwards, and hitting the shift key and holding it to trigger the afterburners and fly backwards, otherwise known as a reverse maneuver, to get my aim on the target. Now this is a little bit more difficult in a scythe, as the thrusters don't point downwards when in hover, so you don't know when to hit the afterburners, but eventually you'll get to know and you get the feel when it's in the right place. So we there turn down, bring it back towards you with the mouse, and once you've got the thrusters pointing downwards, or you know they're in a downwards position, you're in hover mode, then you can click the afterburner. So here's an example of using the terrain and the afterburners to get an advantage on an opponent who might be chasing you. For example, we're using this scythe, so we start with a scythe, and say that scythe there is following us. We're going to go up and over. We're going to make him follow us down, and as he comes above us, we go over him. And all his momentum's driving him downwards, so we're going to use that to get above him and make it more difficult. So here we go, I'll show you in third person, and this is slower. So we've got S for slowing the aircraft and turn it upside down to the thrusters, rolling it back round. Now they're in that position, I can afterburn over him and shoot down. I think if you can get good, you can use this in first person, and then that way, as soon as the target's in your crosshairs, pretty much turn, or in your sights, you can turn, use the thrusters to get over. And if you're feeling pretty good with this, then you can go for something a little more tricky. I would say this here, under the arch, turn up and over the target and fire down on him as he comes through. So there we go guys, I'll leave you with a clip of me in a scythe being attacked by a mosquito, and I used the reverse maneuver here to turn on him and then use the afterburners throughout the fight to eventually beat him. So thanks for watching everyone, and I'll see you all next time.